Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. Luke chapter 24, beginning at verse 13 and ending at verse 35. This is the Amplified Version. The road to Emmaus. And then, that very day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, which was about 7 miles from Jerusalem. And they were talking with each other about all these things which had taken place. While they were talking and discussing it, Jesus himself came up and began walking with them, but their eyes were miraculously prevented from recognizing him. Then Jesus asked them, "What are you discussing with one another as you walk along?" And they stood still, looking broken-hearted. One of them, named Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger visiting Jerusalem who is unaware of the things which have happened here in these recent days?" He asked, "What things?" And they replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet, powerful in deed and word in the sight of God and all the people, and how the chief priests and our rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death and crucified him. But we were hoping that it was he who was going to redeem Israel and set our nation free. Indeed, besides all this, it is the third day since these things happened. And also, some of the women among us shocked us. They were at the tomb early in the morning, and they did not find his body. Then they came back, saying that they had even seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just exactly as the women had said, but they did not see him. Then Jesus said to them, "O foolish men, and slow of heart to trust and believe in everything that the prophets have spoken. Was it not necessary for the Christ to suffer these things, and only then to enter his glory?" Then, beginning with Moses and throughout all the writings of the prophets, he explained and interpreted for them the things referring to himself found in all the scriptures. Then they approached the village where they were going, and he acted as if he were going farther. But they urged him not to go on, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day has just about ended." So he went inside to stay with them, and it happened that, as he reclined at the table with them, he took the bread and blessed it, and breaking it, he began giving it to them. Then their eyes were suddenly opened by God, and they clearly recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to one another, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking with us on the road and opening the scriptures to us?" They got up that very hour and went back to Jerusalem and found the 11 apostles gathered together, and those who were with them, saying, "The Lord is really risen and has appeared to Simon Peter." They began describing in detail what had happened on the road and how Jesus was recognized by them when he broke the bread. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.